Hi, my name is Calvin Kang, and for my final project I created a 3D CAD model of the Fairchild Republic A10 Thunderbolt II, which was divided into different groupings that consisted of the fuselage, wings, engine mounts, engine housing, engine turbines, and the rear stabilizers. The fuselage was one of the hardest pieces to CAD model as it consisted of many unique curves and cross-sections which had to be segmented using reference planes. I used 3D and 2D sketches to model what the cross-sections looked like, and 3D sketches to serve as guide curves for the lofts used to make the fuselage. For the nose and tail of the fuselage, I had to create a wireframe of a mixture of sketches and guide curves so that I could use boundary surfaces and filled surfaces to create a moderately accurate nose and tail, which I then mirrored. The wing of the A10 Warthog was a bit easier to CAD model than the fuselage, as Colin provided many tips and tricks for creating an inclined wing. Guide curves were used to help create the wireframe of the wing, which I then used data from airfoiltools.com to create the desired shape of the wing. The most tricky part of this wing modeling process was the creation of the wingtip as it angled down and away from the main wing body. Colin's use of reference axes and planes helped aid in the creation of this wingtip. The movable elevators were created with use of the surface trim tool, split tool, and offset entities, as I was able to outline a cut and create enough spacing for the elevator flap to move freely with a hinged make. The Gatling gun and weaponry of the A10 were a lot easier to model because they only required the use of a revolved boss base and circular patterning. For my simulation, I simulated the forces that occur on the wing during a high-speed turn by applying a 1,300-pound force to the surface of the wing to determine if a solid wing made out of 7076 aluminum will fail. Surprisingly, the wing had a maximum displacement of 0.107 inches and a maximum stress value of 5,954 psi, which is well under the yield strength of 73,240 psi.